Wonderful. There we go. All right, let's get y'all in mic view. Add a little light. Maybe too much light. We'll leave it on. All right. Let's see. I am attempting to do a voice for this here dragon in Skyrim mod. Shows you how much I know. Just doing it for the lulz. Let's plug you in. Cool. Okie dokie. Go to the YouTube. View your channel. Apparently I'm live right there. Cool. Copy. Neat. Okay. Let's record, I guess. Hello. All right. Oh, better mute that. I'm watching myself. Let me mute that real quick. There we go. Okay. I just want my microphone picking up. Hello, Grace. All right. I'm about to get yelly. Where's my script? Where'd it go? There it is. Tony Dragon. Tony Dragon Project. All right. It's going to be unedited. That's for sure. So bear with me. I'm just going to do long takes here and sips in between. Make sure I'm recording. All right. Cursed, not dead, doomed to exist in this form for eternity. Trapped between Laz and Dinok, between life and death. Make sure I'm saying that right. Hello. What's your question? Maybe I can answer it. If I'm mispronouncing some names and y'all know Skyrim, I think this is Skyrim. If I'm mispronouncing something, make sure to call me out on that. So, is it Dinok here? I have to listen to the... I therefore... Cursed, not dead, doomed to... Trapped between... Laz and Dinok. Laz and Dinok. Okay. Invincible? I guess not. All right, here we go. Cursed, not dead, doomed to exist in this form for eternity. Cursed, not dead, doomed to exist in this form for eternity. Trapped between Laz. Trapped between Laz and Dinok. Between life and death. Sounds all right. I fear that my time here has taken its toll upon me. I share a bond with this dreaded place. You're live to an Italian song? No. I fear that my time here has taken its toll upon me. I share a bond. I share a bond with this dreaded place. I wonder if I'm like putting too much into it. I mean, my buddy that I'm working with on this one said, you know, I threw a couple examples at him for the voice, and it's kind of the booming voice of God, as they call it, but with some zombie mixed in, you know? That kind of sound. So that dryness, but wet thickness. It's weird. But we'll find out. My voice is feeling good today, so I'm giving it a whirly. I warmed it up earlier plenty. And I'm drinking my Dr. Pepper and cream soda, 0 sugar. So that ought to keep it lubed up. Next one. If I ventured far from Soul Cairn, my strength would begin to wane until I was no more. Hello. Let me confirm that name there. There'll be a lot of that, confirming the pronunciation of these names. Soul Cairn? Cairn. If I ventured far from the soul cairn, my strength would begin to wane until I was no more. If I ventured far from the soul cairn, if I ventured far from the soul cairn, my strength would begin to wane until I was no more. Until I was no more. Next line is, the hostility was necessary. I was bound to an oath. You should be drinking water. But I'm not. The hostility was necessary. Let me sit lower, aim this up. The hostility was necessary. I was bound to an oath. I was bound to an oath. Okay. The tone of your voice is understandable. Perhaps I can alleviate your suspicions. I'm switching sodas. The tone of your voice. The tone of your voice is understandable. It sounds too strained. The tone of your voice is understandable. The tone of your voice is understandable. Perhaps I can alleviate your suspicions. Trivial in your mind, perhaps for me, it would mean a great deal. Trivial in your mind, perhaps for me, it would mean a great deal. I know that name, Scott Stapp. That's a singer for, who is that? Creed? No, I don't think so. All right, trivial in your mind. Trivial in your mind, perhaps. Whistle on that one. Trivial in your mind. Trivial in your mind, perhaps. For me, it would mean a great deal. For me, it would mean a great deal. Take out some of that. I don't require an answer, Kanarin. Simply break my name, simply speak my name to the heavens when you feel the time is right. Hello, everyone. I don't require an answer, Kanarin. I don't require an answer, Kanarin. Speak my name to the heaven. Simply speak my name to the heavens when you feel the time is right. Your words do me great honor. Your words do me great honor. One more time. Your words do me great honor. Cut those up a little bit. I will place my name with you and grant you the right to call my name from Tamriel. I'm doing a voice for a dragon character. That's what you stumbled upon. And I'm trying to figure out, I think it's for, what's, I can't even think of the name anymore of the game. Simply speak my name. All right, next one. There we go. Name with you and grant the right to call my name. Tamriel. Okay. I will place my name with you. I will place my name with you and grant you the right to call my name from Tamriel. That's good. Elder Scrolls, thank you. Thank you very much. This is just a mod. My buddy asked me to help out on just replacing the voice. Not replacing, but, well, maybe, but switching out for a mod, I think, for the dragon. I don't know the dragon's name. Do me this simple honor, and I will fight at your side as your... Holy crap, that's a name. Grazemarzarin? All right. Do me this honor, and I'll fight at your side. Grazemazin. Grazemazin? Do me this simple honor, and I will fight at your side as your Grazemazin, your ally, and teach you my Thum. Ethereum's dropping. They're all dropping. All right. Do me this simple honor, and I will fight at your side as your Grazemazin, your ally, and teach you my Thum. Forgive me, Kanarin. We will continue this when time releases you from its relentless grasp. Forgive me, Kanarin. We will continue this when time releases you from its relentless grasp. All right. Recording. Forgive me, Kanarin. Spittin'. Forgive me, Kanarin. We will continue this when time releases you from its relentless grasp. Okay. Thum is a magical word. Pattern should have more thump, like you did reading it. Okay. More thump. Okay. I will take note of that. Next is, I believe in civility among seasoned warriors, and I find your ear worthy of my words. All right. I believe in civility among seasoned warriors. Warriors. And I find your ear worthy of my words. Speaking of ears, I'm just using Logic Pro to record. That's all. But I'm recording and then giving my friend the files, and he's doing what he wants with them. I have no idea, because he'll modulate the voice too. It won't be this cut and dry. He'll put some effects on it, I'm sure. For countless years I've roamed the soul cairn in unintended service to the ideal masters. Okay, make sure cairn, I'm saying that correctly still. All right. For countless years, Rome. Cairn. Soul cairn. All right. It's going to be one giant long file right now, and then stop, cut it up, and send them to him. Just simply because I'm doing the live right now, it'd be too much to pause and go and cut, and so I'm gonna do just one giant recording, stop, edit, and then send them the files. All right. For countless years I've roamed the soul cairn. For countless years I've roamed the soul cairn in unattended service to the ideal masters. Before this, I roamed the skies above Tamriel. I desire to return there. When people ask for getting into voiceover, two things. One, have a really good recording space. Like, if you don't, this room is soundproofed. It may not look like it right now, but it's soundproof. I have my sound panels here, and my windows are sealed and everything. But if you don't have a room to do that in, that's perfectly fine. You can do it literally in a closet with a bunch of clothes to kill all the reverberation and echo and anything like that. So do that. First, make your recording space really sound good. And then a mic. You can do a lot with one of those, like, what is it, the Blue Yetis? I think they're like 80, 90 bucks. You can make them sound great, and there's free software for Audacity. I think that's good software. I think it's online. It might be an app or program, but I know you can get it for free. Anyway, Audacity, recording program, an average mic, and really good sound room. That's all. That's it. Let's see. Before this, I roamed the skies above Tamriel. I desire. Did I do that one already? I'm gonna pause that. No. Oh. I haven't done that one yet. I'm gonna cut that. All that mess pass out of me talking. Okay, record again. Before this, I roam the skies above Tamriel. I desire to return there. I desire to return there. Stay your weapons. I would speak with you, Kanarin. Getting jobs, that's where it kind of sucks. There's a lot of sites. They're pay-to-play sites. You know, you pay a subscription fee, you know, whatever it is. Let's just say $100 a year. Some are way more than that. And you build basically a profile. Hi, my name's this. Here's some demos of me doing a country voice, and here's me doing like a movie voice, and here's me doing an emotional voice, and you know, you throw out a couple samples and that's your reel. And then you just kind of put in your specifications that you can do. Oh, I can sound like a 20-year-old to a 60-year-old, you know, male voice. I can do these accents. I can't, but there's a few sites out there. So you can just put your stuff out there. All right. Stay your weapons. I would speak with you, Kanarin. Stay your weapons. I would speak with you, Kanarin. If my desire to end your life was still my purpose, we would not be speaking. If my desire to end your life was still my purpose, we would not be speaking. If my desire to end your life was still my purpose. That one's better. All right. My desire to speak with you was born from the result of our battle, Kanarin. Okay. My desire to speak with you was born from the result of our battle, Kanarin. Was born from the result of our battle, Kanarin. Yeah, I'm kind of a voice actor. I merely wish to respectfully ask a favor of you. I merely wish to respectfully ask a favor of you. I merely wish to respectfully ask. I'm straining too much. I merely wish to respectfully ask a favor of you. In my language, the Kanarin is the vanquisher, the one who has bested a fellow Dova in battle. Is that the correct pronunciation there? Let's see. You Kanarin. All right, next one. Stay. Oh. In my language. Whoops. In my language. The vanquisher. The one. Dova. All right. All right. In my language, the Kanarin is the vanquisher, the one who has bested a fellow Dova in battle. Even in the soul cairn, the defeat of the World Eater has reached my ears. Dovahkiin? Is that the correct pronunciation there? Even. Karen. World Eater. Dovahkiin. Dovahkiin. Ears. Dovahkiin. Like IEN. Okay. Even in the soul. Even in the soul cairn. The defeat of the World Eater. The defeat of the World Eater has reached my ears. Has reached my ears. Has reached my ears. Dovahkiin. 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 I'll do that one again if he likes. If he don't. You may not be Dova, but the defeat of Alduin? May not. But Alduin. Okay. You may not be Dova. You may not be Dova. You may not be Dova, but the defeat of Alduin earns you the right of title. But the defeat of Alduin earns you the right of title. You are the Dovahkiin, the Dragonborn. You may not be one of us in body, but you have earned the right to bear this title. You are the Dovahkiin, the Dragonborn. You may not be one of us in body, but you have earned the right to bear this title. Forgive me, my instinct was to grant you this title. I am uncertain why. Perhaps one day it would become clear to both of us. Forgive me. Forgive me. My instinct was to grant you this title. I am uncertain why. Perhaps one day it will become clear. Perhaps one day. Perhaps one day it will become clear. It will become clear. Jeez, I'm running my voice. But it feels fine. Perhaps one day it will become clear to both of us. Perhaps one day it will become clear. It will become clear to both of us. It will become clear to both of us. All right. Free? No. I have been here too long, Kunarin. Free. Free. No. I have been here too long. I have been here too long, Kunarin. Make sure we're still recording. Good. All right. The soul cairn has become a part of what I am. I can never fully call Tamriel my home again, or I would surely perish. This is for a the Elder Scrolls mod for, I'm not sure which dragon. It's for a friend, so. So, the soul cairn has become a part of what I am. I can never fully call Tamriel my home again, or I would surely perish. The soul cairn has become part of who I am. What I am.
The soul cairn has become a part of what I am. I can never fully call Tamriel my home again, or I would surely perish.
That was all right. I only hope that you will allow me the precious moments of time there through your call. I only hope that you will allow me the precious moments of time there through your call.
I only hope. I only hope. I only hope.
I keep going up. All right.
I only hope that you will allow me the precious moments of time there. The precious moments of time there through your call.
How does he say it? What's his pacing on that one? Now made them precious through your call. Okay, let's try again.
I only hope that you will allow me the precious moments of time there through your call.
Okay. There was a time when I called Tamriel my home, but those days have long since passed.
There was a time when I called Tamriel my home, but those days have long since passed. But those days have long since passed.
Okay. The Dova roam the skies, vying for their small slices of territory that resulted in immense and ultimately fatal battles. Hey, Hank. I'm doing some voice stuff for my buddy. It has been a while. It's been a while since I've streamed, too. Welcome to the studio. I don't think you've ever been in here. This is where I do voices.
The Dova roam the skies. The Dova roam the skies, vying for their small slices of territory. Vying for their small slices of territory that resulted in immense and ultimately fatal battles.
Immense and ultimately fatal battles. It's the L's that are screwing me up. Immense.
Immense and ultimately fatal battles.
We'll see. Thank you. Yes, I should be drinking water and not Diet Mountain Dew. Wrote a test today about the EU. Right on. All right. I discovered too late that the ideal masters favor deception over honor and had no intention of releasing me from my binding. All right. Still recording. Good.
I discovered too late that the ideal masters favor deception over honor, and had no intention of releasing me from my binding.
Started BSc and oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm glad you knocked out school though. That's good, man. That's a big accomplishment. I'm sorry to hear that, Hank. They had control of my mind, but fortunately they couldn't possess my soul. All right.
They had control. They had control of my mind. But fortunately, they couldn't possess my soul.
Okay. I was, but unlike some of my brethren, I sought solutions outside the norm in order to maintain my superiority. All right.
I was. But unlike some of my brethren, I sought solutions outside the norm in order to maintain my superiority. I sought solutions outside the norm in order to maintain my superiority.
I began to explore what the Dova call Alok Dilan. Let's see how to say that. Okay. I began to explore the Dova Alok Dilan. Call Alok Dilan. Okay.
I began to explore what the Dova call. Elok Dylan. Elok Dylan.
Yeah, I'm noticing that. At least I have a reference.
The ancient forbidden art that you call necromancy. The ancient forbidden art that you call necromancy.
Better. The ideal masters assured me that my powers would be unmatched, that I could raise legions of the undead.
The ideal masters assured me. The ideal masters assured me that my powers would be unmatched, that I could raise legions of the undead.
In return, I was to serve them as a keeper until the death of the one who calls herself Valerica, maybe? Go to the voice. In return, serve them as keeper until the death of the one. Valerica. There we go. Thank God I got these references.
In return, I was to serve them as a keeper. I was to serve them as a keeper until the death of the one who calls herself Valerica.
Did I say that right? Valerica. More of a Valer.
Valerica. Valerica. Valerica.
You give me freedom from the enslavement of the ideal masters. Thank you.
You give me freedom from the enslavement of the ideal masters. Thank you. Thank you.
Feel the last word of soul tearing within yourself. Zol, the unlife that results when a soul is imprisoned in dead flesh. All right, Finder. Let's hear that one. Feel the last soul tearing. Zol. Zol. Done. Okay.
Feel the last word of soul tearing within yourself. Zol. Zol. The unlife that results when a soul is...
What was that?
Hear now the soul word.
What?
Hear now the second word of soul tearing. Vaz. Meaning to tear your enemy's soul from its living vessel. Meaning to tear your enemy's soul from its living vessel.
As promised, I now teach you the first word of soul tearing. Rye. As promised, I now teach you the first word. Okay.
As promised, I now teach you the first word of soul tearing. The essence of your enemy's life force.
You have kept your side of the bargain. Now let me fulfill mine. Here's $20. Have a good day. All right.
You have kept your side. You have kept your side of the bargain. Now let me fulfill mine. Now let me fulfill mine.
Okay. I can feel my strength returning each time I am set free from that prison.
I can feel my strength returning each time I am set free from that prison. From that prison. From that prison.
Ah, the free air of us at long last. Probably Voos? I don't know. Let's find out. Ah. Voos. Voos. Okay. Ah. The free air of Voos at long last. Oh. I forgot who I was talking to. I didn't realize it was you. Well, now you get to see me do it live. The free air of Voos, right? Free of Voos. Like a Russian word. Voos. How do I... I guess. How do I do it without it sound like I'm screaming?
The free air of Voos. The free air of Voos at long last. Voos. The free air of Voos at long last.
I rejoice in my freedom, if only for a moment. I rejoice in my freedom, if only for a moment. Okay. Mountain Dew and Dragons.
I rejoice. I rejoice in my...
Rejoice?
I rejoice in my freedom, if only for a moment. If only for a moment.
The skies of... That's a tough one. Kaisal. The skies of Kaisal are mine again, you fuck. The skies of Kaisal are mine again. Ha ha ha.
The skies of Kaisal are mine again.
Gone. D. No, dill. All right, let's confirm all these. Oh, okay. He's pissed. All right. Got it. Oh, is he saying? Sounds like he's saying Vaughn, not gone.
One.
Weird. What's next? There's gone, dill.
Dear.
Okay. Then let's just work on those for now.
Gone.
Dill, right?
Deal. Deal. Deal.
Zol, I think. My memory serves. Oh, quicker than that. Vazol. With a gabagool on the side. All right.
Vazol. Vazol.
Okay.
Vazol. Vazol. Vazol.
Okay. Lahas.
Lahas.
Okay. Lahas.
Lahas. Lahas. Lahas. Lahas.
That's better.
Lahas. Lahas. Lahas.
All right. One of those has got to be right? No, I am not in Germany. Goth. Kofzam. Holy crap. I was way off.
Kosam. Kosam.
Damn, he's good. I like that. I like his voice. It sounds like he's saying like call Sam. Call Saul.
Kasam. 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 Kasam.
It's like Kazam, but Zom. Pull back on the Z. Add a little S.
Kasam. 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 Kasam.
Okay. Person out there watching, or excuse me, 6. And thank you for saying it sounds dope. Appreciate that. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. Thank God it was recording. And edit it down, chop it up, and send it on over to you, bud. I'm going to send, I think you like the WAV files, so, I mean, I can send both, but I'll send you WAV files. I don't even know if you're on here. I'll just talk to you on Messenger. But let me know what you think whenever I send it to you. The live is ending now, but it was me doing
A dragon voice.
for Elder Scrolls. I don't know what the dragon's name is. I'm sorry. Cathartic Gaming could tell you, though. Well, I wrote it here, I think. I wrote it in the live title somewhere. The dragon's voice name is Durnehviir. So that's it for now. Thanks for all y'all watching. I'm start breaking down these files. It won't be any fun for y'all. You can't hear it. I can't link this to this. So that'd be awesome if you donated $200. Appreciate it. Everyone have a great day. Appreciate y'all watching and talking to me. Bye.